Hello and welcome back. Right, Blizzard have released Overwatch as a free-to-play version between the 22nd and the 25th. That's of September 2017, by the way. Don't get too excited if this is like a future moment. Basically, I've always been interested in this game, however, I've never had the chance to play it. And I've heard a lot of good things and I've heard a lot of bad things. The annoying part is this is very much my type of game. However, for every good thing I hear 10 bad things. 8 of which are this is possibly one of the most toxic games on the friggin' planet, apparently. So, where do we actually begin? Now, I am going to be doing this in what I'm hoping is more of a constructive manner. The first game, this one, is against AI. It's on easy. The next one will be again against AI, against medium AI. The third one will be against hard AI. And then the fourth game in this clip will be PvP. And I'm hoping I can, one, get a spectrum of the scaling of how this game actually scales from easy to medium to hard, as well as is it really skill based or can you completely bluff it, because I have completely heard that all you actually really need is a Winston and a Mercy on your team and then that's it, you've won, congrats, see you later. Not a clue if that's true. Also, I swear to God, if I see a single noob comment, I'm going to lose my mind. I have a total of 4 hours of gameplay on this game. I am level 4. I don't know what that even means. At the moment, I quite like playing as Mercy and D.Va. When I can't play as those, I tend to opt more towards Reaper, just because he looks bloody cool. I am bad at all of them. I don't need to know how newbie I am, okay? I know I am. So if you put a noob comment down below, all you're going to get is a, well fucking duh, thank you for highlighting the obvious, dickhead. Right, first things first. The characters themselves, or heroes, or whatever. Honestly, to me, this game doesn't really seem to make sense with them. Each character has their own backstory, whether they were Overwatch hero or a villain or whatever, this, that, the next thing, blah blah blah. But then again, why is it that, I don't know, Winston or Tracer, who has the most annoying voice in the world, by the way, she should be shot. Why is it they're classed as the good guys, but yet they can be on the same team as the Reaper or Widowmaker or whatever her name is, the chick with the shiny ass who someone's clearly been buffing, right? It doesn't actually make sense. I'm aware it's a MOBA, doesn't have to make sense, but if you're going to put a massive backstory into it, stick with it, for fuck's sake. Come on, Blizzard. Right, the next one, like I was saying, with the characters, is they're all really well designed. They've got unique abilities. Some characters will have more abilities than others, some will have more utility. However, my problem is the ones that are classed as tanks don't feel like tanks. The ones that are classed as defensive or whatever don't feel defensive. They literally just feel like they're stuck in a corner waiting to die. The assassins or damage dealers or whatever they're freaking called, honestly, I've out-damaged a Reaper, who's meant to be a damage dealer, as a Mercy using this frigging pistol, and she's a support. The only support that feels like a support is Mercy. In general, it just feels like an absolute free-for-all, and to be honest, on that context, I'd rather play Call of Duty, and Call of Duty, even saying it gets me that annoyed, that's how much I hate it. Next point, and this is slightly off topic, this is more of a Blizzard comment rather than an Overwatch comment. However, I've played as D.Va about 3 times in total of me playing Overwatch, and D.Va in Overwatch is frigging amazing. She's brutal, she is tanky, she does actual decent damage, and her ultimate, where she blows that frigging mech suit up, charges really quickly. So, when that got converted to Heroes of the Storm, what the fuck went wrong? I'm just going to leave it like that, because in comparison, to Overwatch, the D.Va in Heroes is dog shit. And Genji in this is brutal, but again, in Heroes, dog shit. These are just my opinions, by the way. But basically, the Heroes of the Storm Overwatch characters, from what I can see, not a lot of people actually want them. However, they keep getting thrown in, and they don't seem like complete heroes. They literally do seem like a cheap knockoff, almost like some second-rate company has tried to throw them into the game. And to me, they're not melding well. However, in Overwatch, they're frigging awesome. Like, seriously, D.Va is awesome. I came across a guy who was playing Genji in one of these games, and he wasn't standing still. And the moment he got engaged the enemy team, they were dead. He was absolutely annihilating them. However, this does not translate well across to Heroes. So this is a bit of an inter-platforming sort of thing going on here, but it just doesn't seem to work. I'm sorry, Blizzard. Right, another point. This isn't really an overall gameplay sort of point. Slight tangent again, I am sorry. However, this is a massive bugbear of mine with first-person shooters. It's why I don't really play first-person shooters. If you look down, if I could show you I would, but you know I don't want to die just yet. If you look down, you don't have legs. You are literally floating arms of a weapon. And I know it sounds like really stupid to get petty over, but it's attention to detail for me that makes a game. It can be crap gameplay wise, but if there's a lot of detail in there, a good storyline, I'll play it. As long as it can keep me captured, I'm good. I'm quite happy. But to be honest, with Overwatch, there's lots and lots of gaps in detail, and it starts with just looking down and not seeing your frigging legs. Beyond that, it just gets a little bit silly, and it actually started to really irritate me, almost as much as Tracer's bloody voice. Matchmaking is another one. The matchmaking seems to be about as broken as the rest of Blizzard's games in one way or another. On one of my first PvP games, I will admit, it took me like 4 attempts to actually find a decent PvP game. One reason being, I was level 4 and I kept on getting put into games where my entire team was level 1 to about 6, and I was up against an enemy team who were like level 20 plus. Obviously these people have a lot more experience in the game, and obviously it looked a little bit like gang rape. As well as, on a few of those games, 2, 3, or even if it was just me, we started later on in the actual game. Like, there was one game where you got to capture a point A, and then after that you got to go to point B. But I would join, a few people would join as they'd already defeated it and got to point B. So we're already playing at half a game at a massive loss. Got some serious ground to make up. Along with the fact that there's sporadic deaths everywhere, so everyone's just dripping in one at a time, just to get completely fragged up by the enemy team, who are all sat there lying in wait. It seemed to be broken completely, and it took ages to actually get to a game where I started relatively near the actual start of the bloody game. And it actually got to a point where I actually had to quit, come out of the game completely, make myself a coffee, calm down for a little bit, and then go back in, because it just got to the point of, it was just like, wow, this is actually stupid. You can't even start an actual game from the start, you have to join halfway through. What the hell is this? Finally, for a good point. Now, I have not got the best PC ever. In fact, it's for a gaming PC, it just about plays friggin' RimWorld or some shit. It is not the highest quality going, obviously. That's kind of like my point here. I haven't got the best PC. However, when playing Overwatch, no, graphically it is not that great. Overwatch itself graphically is pretty good, but my PC graphically isn't, and it still runs Overwatch pretty darn well. So obviously I haven't got a complete toaster, so I can't test it out on a complete toaster. However, when I first started playing Heroes and Diablo and StarCraft, they would run on complete toasters. So it would be safe to assume that Overwatch, at least, can also run on a complete toaster. So, one good point really is that this game does seem quite well optimised. Going back to a previous point of the actual characters not really seeming like what they're meant to be, like an offensive doesn't seem offensive, a support doesn't seem like a support. I'm kind of getting that the reason they feel that way, in inverted commas, is due to balance, because from what I have seen, no particular hero at the moment actually stands out so much to the point of where they can completely annihilate the enemy team. There is one hero that I would say does stand out a little bit, just a smidge, and that would be Junkrat, because every time there was one on our team or I went up against one, it got to the point where the majority of me dying was done by said rat of the junk. However, he is pretty darn squishy. If you can just pin him, that's him over and done with. So I would assume there is a certain decent bit of balancing that's actually gone into this game. And from what I recall from watching other YouTubers, recently there has been a massive update in Overwatch. Most have called it a nerf. Apparently Mercy had changed completely and she was completely redone, and a variety of other things have also been changed as of late. However, maybe this change wasn't actually really required, because by the feel of it, maybe offensive heroes would have felt more offensive, maybe tanky heroes would have felt more tanky. At the moment, not so much. So take that as you will. Right, one more good point, well, at least for the time being. This game seems to be very, very highly addictive. Like, honestly, it sounds stupid, but I'm enjoying this game, but I'm not enjoying this game, but I can't put it down, and it's weird. I can't actually describe it. For me, at the moment, there is a lot wrong with this game. I mean, I'm trying to keep off the subject of just how toxic it is, because I've already had several encounters of a variety of people that just go absolutely nuts. You join the voice channels for each in-game match, and yeah, all you get is 12-year-old kids flapping their gums, whining about something, completely moaning, wasting oxygen that they should probably go up to the nearest tree and apologise for wasting. You know, there's a plethora of things wrong with it. However, I just can't bring myself to actually put it down. It might just be the fact that it's a new game I've not played before and I've been wanting to play for a while. I've built up quite a bit of anticipation about it, and I was quite excited to get it going, especially when you get certain leaks of certain things. Just you get the backstories. I'm a subscriber to a guy who does quite a lot of Overwatch content on YouTube. I hear about this game near enough every single day, and I finally get to play it. I'm really excited for it, but I just can't help but just feel there are so many other games that have done better and are more comfortable and happy to play. This just honestly feels Blair. It's not good, it's not bad, it's just solidly sat in the middle. Now, as I was saying earlier about joining a game late, this is an example. I've literally just joined this game, and already my team is all the way over there. 2 of them are frigging dead. This is the PvP game, by the way. This was literally the closest I could get to starting at the start of the actual frigging mission. And to be honest, it actually became quite painful. Like, seriously painful. It's broken. It's completely frigging broken. I don't know how to describe it. I tried so many times to actually start a game at the start. That's all I wanted. That's literally all I wanted. I would like to go play and join at the start of the frigging game. But apparently that's bloody impossible. It can't happen, annoyingly. Yeah, it doesn't seem, one, fair, two, a good way to go. I would literally rather wait and sit in the select character screen until everyone was present and then everyone could start at the same time. Because the rate this was going, honestly, it got to the point where it's just... I wanted to uninstall it. It was that stupid. It was just that full of shit that I wanted to uninstall it. But hey ho, you live and learn, and well, I've at least got to play Overwatch now. Alright, we've done a few pros, we've done a few cons, probably a few more cons than pros, and honestly, I don't mean to try and rip into this, but this is just how I feel. Another con, and this is something that all first-person shooters are guilty of. It's the field of view. And it's another reason I hate first-person shooters. When you look straight forward in real life, you have a peripheral vision of approximately 165 degrees. When you play a first-person shooter game, you have a field of view of approximately 78 degrees. Don't ask why I've looked into this, don't ask why I know this shit. It's just one of the reasons that I hate first-person shooters, so I had to sort of actually get my head around the fact that first-person shooters, when it comes to field of view, are just complete horseshit. Like, beyond horseshit. You don't get the correct field of view, it's not lifelike, it doesn't engage you into the game, it just means there's some guy literally 2 feet to your right poking you because you can't friggin' see him, and it actually just gets stupid. But hey, what can you do? It's a game. Right, the next one, and this is actually something that actually sort of clicked early on. See, I was actually honestly told that you need to be skillful in order to actually play this game. You need to have a certain level of skill. Right? Honestly, you don't. You need, at best, one support and either a tank that knows how to stay alive, or with, preferably, a damage dealer that is not scared to get in. Unlike this bloody Tracer. This Tracer was doing my friggin' head in. The moment the Tracer got shot, she'd run away like a little friggin' bitch. You're a damage dealer, we need damage. This is why, for the next near enough 3 minutes, the car that we're meant to be pushing forward doesn't actually bloody move, because the Tracer and the Reaper were like, oh no, I've been looked at, run away. No, have faith in the support who will come try and help you. As long as you can keep the fucking things off me, I can heal you and we can push. This is not a bloody hard concept. This is nothing to do with skill. This is just realising that tanks take damage, damage dealers deal damage, and supports fucking support. I don't understand why. Apparently this game is like, oh, it's very skill based, you need to have a lot of skill to play this game. No, you don't. You just need a fucking brain, which apparently about 70% of the populace on this game don't. I don't know what it is. I literally, on one of the other games that I did play that was PvP, I had to tell them every time I had my ultimate. I was like, I have my ultimate. Start bloody pushing. I will heal all of you through it. Just push. Don't worry about anything else. If you die, I can at least revive one of you. Not a bloody problem. You revive one, you activate your ultimate, you can revive another one, refreshes your fucking cooldown. There's 2 of you done. You know, it's not a hard concept, but instead of actually pushing, they just ran around in a freaking circle and got the entire bloody team killed. It was so infuriating that I kind of wanted to find them in real life and slap them. You know, just sort of like, what are you doing, you bloody idiot? I'm a noob, and I know this. Like, I think everyone on this team was like level 20 plus. I don't know how high the levels go to, but you know, I'm assuming level 20 plus is semi-decent. But it's just sort of like, is it that hard of a concept to know how to push on a game like this? I've got a Doomfish chasing me that ran straight past all of them. Obviously, you focus the support. Focus support, everything else goes down easy. But rather than going, oh, I might need that support, I know I'll just let the bloody enemy just run straight past me and I'll just sod all about it. Oh, by the way, this part is hilarious that I've just respawned. Boom! Thank you, Junkrat, you're a bastard. That's why he stands out above everything else. I don't know how, I think that's his ultimate, I think, but it's so cheeky and it's so devastating. It near enough to, it one-shot me. I don't know what it does to so-called tanks, but for me, that's why Junkrat stands out. That was a genius play by that guy. Whoever was playing Junkrat on that, you're a genius, and I would love to high-five you, because that was awesome. So, but in general, yeah, this isn't a skill-based game, I'm sorry to tell you. This is just knowing how a game mechanic works, and that's not skill, that's knowledge. Realise what the game is about. It's a MOBA. Know when a team fight is happening and know when to push. This is not a hard concept. But overall, this game is okay. It's not great. I'm aware there's going to be a lot of people that say I'm talking out my arse. Hey, this is just an opinion. It's not the best game. It's not the worst game. I still prefer Heroes of the Storm, by the way. Some people prefer this. It is all down to preference. I particularly don't see this game being the world-ending esports mega it's meant to be. But hey, that's just me. You know, sometimes things just don't go to plan. But still, this is a good game. I do recommend giving it a go. Perhaps if, like me, you were skeptical, wait for a free-to-play part. But anyway, that's me. Thank you very, very much for watching. I hope to see you pretty darn soon. But in the meantime, I'll have to catch you around. Have fun.